Hey, it's Vamp Gamer here, and we're about to do another reaction of Trash Taste. This is probably gonna be 2 more videos, maybe tomorrow, depending on what I do. And yeah, I'll be done reacting to Trash Taste. I really love the name. Like, it makes sense because a lot of people think anime was trash, especially when I was a kid. I used to get made fun of for liking Pokemon, you know, like, oh, you're a fucking baby, like back then, you know. Okay, so this is a misconception a lot of American people have, and this really comes from the heart, like my opinion and American people's opinion on what was said when I used to live in America about Akihabara. Akihabara, that's how you say it. So yeah, here we go.
Okay, one thing that was different for me is how much I thought I would go to Akihabara versus how much I actually go to Akihabara.
Onsen's too.
Yeah, because every time
We haven't gone since you guys moved.
I know.
It makes me so sad.
Like, because I remember, like, every time we visited here on holiday, we'd spend half our time there,
Akihabara,
or something like that.
Of course,
going to Akihabara. It's the proper weeb experience.
Not
right?
proud to admit that, but it was like the imagine every single anime convention shoved into one.
It is like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
mecca of weebs.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, it is just the holy land for
Yeah.
weebs.
But then you move here and you're like, man, Akihabara is not only a long way away, but you can get a lot of shit better online for cheaper if
I
you can
find
figure
stuff
out
way
Japanese
cheaper.
websites.
Not only
right?
that, but there are just like cities that
You know, majority of tourists that come here, like, they don't notice that when they go to Akihabara, like, every store literally sells the same figures and merchandise for different prices. That's why you have to go around, you know. It's like going to Fordham Road in New York. Like, you're not just gonna like buy the name brand jeans for like $100. You're gonna like look for the best 80, 90, 50. Like, of course I always pay 50 for my name brand jeans when I was in high school. I mean, my mom did, you know, but yeah, not me, of course. But, you know, like Akihabara, like, you have to shop around, you know, because they have different prices for, like, one figure I bought, you know, it was what, 800 yen, which is like $8, and like at another place it was 20, at another place it was 30, at another place it was 40, and then the last place it was 50, the highest maybe 50. Like, who the fuck would pay $50 for a fucking figure? I'm cheap. I prefer like $8. Of course it was used, but it came with the box and it was in the plastic, so it's technically not really used if it wasn't open, but Japan standards. So yeah, I don't get why he says, you know, like, online like they fucking rip people off. Like, I've seen figures like $30-$40 and I could pay like maybe $20 at Akihabara. Just want to say that.
just are better for like all round like experiences. Like, that's why I love like Ikebukuro.
Yeah. Because with Akihabara, you
Ikebukuro is more expensive in my opinion.
only go there for anime.
Yeah.
And if you want to do something else, then it's not the best place to go. But if you go to somewhere like Ikebukuro, you can still shop for anime figurines. You can still go
Go down Otome Road.
Exactly. Go to the Animate there, which is also in Akihabara.
Yeah.
But then you could also go to an izakaya afterwards, or go karaoke, or a lot of other things. It's a lot more varied. There's a lot more variation outside of Akihabara than if you want just
Not to downplay Akihabara though.
no.
There's a large selection of anime stuff at Akihabara. Like Ikebukuro, like, I mean, they have stores, but it's not as massive as Akihabara from my experience. I mean, maybe if they can take me somewhere, I can change my mind. But I mean, I've been places with my wife, and I was just like, you know, there's nothing amazing. But a lot of American people, like, oh, like, when they hear like Japan, like, they would think, oh, like, these people like dress up in like anime cosplays all day and they walk around. Like, I've heard friends that say like, oh, like there's a town, you know, that everyone just like dresses up like cosplay all day. Like, no, I'm sorry, it doesn't exist. Like, it's fucking 14th Street for anime, basically. You know, like, not everyone wears anime all day. I mean, unless they work at like like, what is it called, a maid cafe, or like they're out there like trying to blast out flyers for cafes, like all girls bars or whatever. Like, they have different bars. They have a ninja bar. They have a gun bar, like from what I remember. You know, I haven't been there like for a while. You know, like I went once this year, and then the year before I didn't go till like the beginning of last year. You know, so I haven't like specifically looked around, so I can't like really tell you like exactly what's there now. But I mean, it always changes every time I'm there. But you know, like, I mean, like I get like why Akihabara they say is overrated, because it really is overrated. You know, like people really think that like people like dress up all day in cosplays and shit. You know, and you'll be accepted for being a weeb. Like majority of the people I have met in Akihabara would never talk to me, even if I spoke Japanese, because they only speak Japanese. They would never talk to me because like they're so closed off about that shit. Like they would never like engage in a conversation unless you say, "Hey, I need help. Like, do you know where this is at? Like, where do I go?" Like, but like I can't just go up to random people and speak about anime. Like it doesn't. That's why I think Akihabara is overrated. The only thing I like about Akihabara is that like I can buy like my figures for cheap. I can buy like all my YouTube stuff there. I mean, because before it was known as like this otaku haven, it was like Electric City, which is like all electronics. I mean, and it still kind of is, but like there's specific shops like you can go, and the fact that not a lot of American people know that the retro game market, it's massive in Akihabara. Like you know, like you go to Manhattan. I don't remember exactly the name of the store, but like if you buy a PlayStation, like an original PlayStation, maybe you pay like $400, which is fucking crazy. But here in Japan, if you bought a PlayStation, you pay like maybe $100. But I mean that's decent. You know, like I would love to pay that price for a PlayStation. But the only problem is that it only plays PlayStation games in Japanese. There's no translation. Like PS2, PS3, PS4, you know, like it can be English and Japanese games, but the first one wasn't compatible yet. You know, because I own a PS3 and I can play English games on it like no problem. But yeah, I mean, same thing with the older systems, like the Super Nintendo, which isn't Super Nintendo in Japan, is Super Famicom. Like it's only Japanese games. That's the only problem you have. Like if you don't mind like picking the options and figuring out which is which, like in Japanese, like go ahead, buy it. But other than that, that's really it. That's what I love about Akihabara. I'm gonna start like going there and buying more games, you know, because like look, I'll show you. See, Biohazard, right? Director's cut. Like it shows you the price I paid, which is like 13, but maybe in America the English version is like maybe $150, which is fucking crazy. And it says the grade, like A. Like I can't read that because it's so small. But Taisu disku, yeah, is A quality, which is like not bad. You know, B is still not bad. C is kind of bad, but I don't know what the B is for this, and I don't know what that is. Like I can't read kanji yet, you know. But yeah, I mean, fucking $13, 1380 yen is not fucking bad for a used game, and it's Biohazard Director's Cut. Let me show you another one. Like, of course, Biohazard. Like, I'm a big fucking fan. Like, Biohazard 2 in America, maybe this game would be like almost like $200, almost $200, let's just say. And look, $9.80, 900 yen. You know, like it's not bad. And I mean, the grade, if you can see it, BB, I mean, it's still not bad, because in Japan it's okay to buy used games because they're not bad. It's not GameStop in America. Like GameStop in America, like that shit has so many fucking scratches and it's still $20, $30 for a fucking used game. Like, I would never buy a game from GameStop from that experience unless I can see the disc. If I can see it, then it's okay, I'll buy it. But other than that, you always have to double check in America. like if the disc is good. But in Japan, like you can just buy the shit, you don't need to see it, and you're good to go. So, I mean, that's why I love Akihabara, the figures and the retro games. But other than that, like, it's not a place like if you want to talk to people or meet people that like geek shit, because they'll never talk to you. Like they're just trying to like get you to go to the cafes. But yeah, that's why it's overrated. My American friends really believe that, like all day, like people dress up in anime and like act like that, you know, and you're surrounded by people and you'll be cool with them because you can do the same. No, I'm sorry, that's a bad movie. Anyway, let's get it.
Amazing, don't like it's
no,
it's
like
great.
every weeb should go to Akihabara.
Yeah, it's an experience.
You'll have a spiritual awakening when you go to Akihabara.
But
It is.
And I don't understand, like where did the word weeb come from? Because I've never fucking heard of that word. Like I lived in the Bronx and all I heard was otaku. Like I've never heard weeb. Like is that like from out of New York, like the countryside of America? Because I've never, or keyboard warriors invented that shit, because I've never heard it. Like I'm just wondering where it started.
Crazy, like the first time you go there, it's holy shit. What?
This is what I dreamed about.
3 Sega arcades right next to each other? Wow.
And that's probably the first thing I really liked, like the arcades. Like it's pretty cool. Like I'm not talking about like actually arcades where you have the joystick and you have the buttons. You know, like it's not like an arcade in America. Like our arcade here in Japan is a claw machine. I mean, they do have some of those like systems where they have the joysticks and the buttons that you can play fighting games. Like, but you have to look for them. Like, you know, like it's just claw machines everywhere. Like that's a Japanese arcade. Is different from an American arcade, you know, because they don't have many arcade places in America anymore like they used to.
it's just kind of like information overload, right? You get blasted with so many lights, with so much shit just around you. You don't know where to go. You can spend an entire fucking day in one store.
Oh yeah,
easily.
Because if you want to look for deals, right, and figures, you got to pull out the whole shelf, because they hide shit like way in the back, and sometimes you might find that one deal that is like all you fucking talk about.
Yeah.
When I found that one thing for like $20, it's going.
If you want to get a figurine for like the best price, you got to like create a Google spreadsheet to be like, all right, this store has it for this price, but the store down there has it for 10% cheaper. So you got to like keep track of everything. Yeah.
And then you ultimately realize that it's cheaper on Yahoo.
It's like half the price on Amazon.
Like it's way better to buy online.
Yeah, even Amazon here, like the figures are way cheaper sometimes in the store.
I mean, I haven't had that luxury. Like, I mean, I wish. I mean, but the figures I buy are like top notch. Like, I don't like those cheap figures that look like shit. But I mean, especially Naruto. The Naruto figures, like, they're more expensive, like, online than in the stores. They're cheaper. You know, but I mean, it's high quality. So I mean, if you pay $50 for a figure this big and it looks really good, you should buy it. But on Amazon, maybe 100 and up for the same fucking figure. Like Amazon is like bullshit when it comes to figures for me. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Which is like weird. Another shonen fandom.
All right, so that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching, and catch you tomorrow. I'm gonna do 2 more videos about trashtaste. So don't copyright me, trashtaste, okay? Don't copy strike my channel, okay? Like, I'm just reacting to your videos. I don't have no beef, alright? No beef, it's all love. Alright, peace.